Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. We are here to discuss the last set of episodes of Love is Blind. I forgot what number we left off on, but we're here for wherever we left off into the finale reunion next week. How you doing today, Abby?
I'm fine. We gonna discuss what now? Wait. I
I
thought
forgot
we
what
was talking
episode
about
we
the
left.
last I thought we
I think
okay. Why'd I think it's just gonna be the last episode? We gonna conclude it. They all jackasses. Nobody got married except one
we
couple
know,
we don't care about because they boring as hell. And yeah, the
and that's
end.
it. We know what happened. I'm really only here for the reunion, but we gonna discuss because we didn't talk about the teacher or the principal in his phone. So it's some things we haven't discussed. Hey, Lemon, Kush Pepper. Let's just get into. We talk about some of the scandalous things that happened. We didn't talk about the meetup at the park where oh boy rode off with his jet ski with his true love. It's a lot of stuff we
They can
missed.
both go to hell. They can both go to hell. Because you're
Yes,
not a girl's girl, lady. I don't care whatever try and lullaby you trying to sing us, daughter. That ain't it. That ain't the right answer.
the
You
best way
tried
for
it.
me to read this, Abby, is we got to go couple by couple, and because I can't go scene by scene, we had too many episodes. So let's get the boring couple out the way that did get married. I don't know these people names for nothing in my
That's
life.
Amy and Jeremy. Jeremy?
You
George?
sure her name is
Some,
Amy? Because I thought Amy was the
thi-
side piece.
no, this is Amy. Amy is the wife. You keep
I
mixing
thought
Amy and
Amy was the
Jessica.
side piece.
Jessica is the one who you keep calling his side piece. The one who you got saw at the airport with is Jessica. Jessica was the one who was with Jimmy until Jimmy picked Chelsea before he dumped her in this last episode.
Jesus, mercy, mercy, mercy. Okay, whatever. They got married, but their only issue leading up to marriage was the birth control.
Hmm
I I
Which
don't really
seemed
care.
dumb to me. Wear a condom, sir.
It is what is it 9.99? I'm not sure the price, but it's not that much. It's much cheaper than having a baby. Um, agreed. Like she doesn't want to
And
be on birth control.
he's on the same page with us. He's not trying to have no baby he can't afford. I'm not mad at it.
Right.
Give
So
him all
slip
that.
the
He
condom
gonna throw it
in,
over it.
live it off happily ever after. We know they don't make it happily ever after, but I
How
will
do we
be
know
at the
that?
reunion
How do we know that?
because he is dating the girl that really looks like Megan
Who
Fox.
said who said they're dating?
That's what the Twitter streets was
Did he?
saying. They said that wasn't
No,
no
okay.
random
The
news
Twitter streets
at
are
the airport.
liars. So who said they're dating? Did he and her say they're dating? Because if them two didn't say it, then what the hell we talking about?
But he did say that he's single. He told that to TMZ. So I know they're not married anymore.
Okay. Who said no? They couldn't have been. It ain't okay. In the state of North Carolina, once you get married, you have to be separated a year before you can file for divorce. So he's still married.
Ooh. Oh, okay. So he's separated. I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to see this at the reunion because this is really the first season where no one is going to make it. Yes.
I'm listening.
Okay,
Okay.
but good luck for now, Amy and Sir. Let's talk about AD and Clay. I got a better picture of them. Well, let's just talk about it. AD to me, Clay has been dog whistling that he's a cheater, and AD just can't pick it up. Because, sir, how many times you got to tell me your daddy cheated on your mama and you scared you gonna cheat? To me, he's giving her a hint. Did you take that as a hint?
No, I took that as he's terrified and he don't know what to do with himself. And he not man enough to stand on his conviction. and he using his
I
daddy as a scapegoat.
Right, his daddy gonna be the scapegoat for why he trashed, like why he can't be faithful. Oh, my daddy wasn't faithful. That was the example I had. The same thing the daddy was telling the mama. I ain't had no good example. I felt like he was trying to tell AD because there was a scene where AD and him were talking, and he said he wasn't ready to get married, but he was willing to extend the engagement. And AD said she want to follow the concept of the show, which means we either gonna get married on this TV show or it's nothing. And I felt like that was another hint that he wasn't gonna say yes at the altar.
Okay, hold on. Let's rewind before I get to cussing people out. So, C.
Oh,
Golden, it wasn't that he never heard of condoms. He didn't say he wouldn't use a condom, but he also said he wanted her. He wanted to be doubly sure because he is terrified of having children and not being able to take care of them properly. That boy is scarred and traumatized by how he was brought up because his parents weren't financially stable enough to be raising children, and he absolutely refuses to repeat the cycle. So therefore, not only would he need to be on some type of birth control, he requires his spouse to be on some type of birth control until they are financially, emotionally ready to have a baby. And I do not have a problem with that.
so you felt like she should have got on the pill or the Mirena. You really don't
Something.
have no side effects with the Mirena. She could have got that.
She could have got the NuvaRing. She could have done plenty of things.
Mm-hmm.
She could have got a little
Cause
spermicide and shot it up in there. And like, daughter, you ain't got to do much to prevent it. And she just like, well, if it happens, it happens. No, please take into the consider you. How are you supposed to be ready to marry and consider your spouse? And he tells you that this is a very real fear for him, and you just like, oh well, I just go with the flow. I just go with the flow. No, in this instance, he is very intentional. So you need to be very intentional. Like, what is the problem?
I agree. I've kind of felt like they were doing a little bit too much because she was like, "Oh, but I really need to be on birth control because she had these heavy flows and she's anemic." And I'm like, "Girl, if you know it's an issue, why you don't go ahead and get on that?"
Beloved, please understand that I have a heavy flow and I'm anemic. Get on birth control. You'll be fine. You will be
Right?
fine.
They put me on this Mirena, and I haven't had a period, and I can't even tell you how long. For however long I'd have had it, and so I no longer am anemic. You don't have to get all them iron fusions and stuff. Just go ahead and get on the birth control, and it'll help you in other ways as well.
You take
So
birth control if you don't want to have.
true, true. You take birth
You take
control if
birth
you don't
control
want
if
to
you
have
don't
children.
want to have children.
Wait a minute,
Wait a minute.
Abby. Hold on,
Hold
y'all.
on, y'all.
It is an
It is
echo.
an echo.
I'm sorry, Abby.
Abby.
Okay, can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me in the chat? I had to remove Abby because when I talk, it's coming through her stream. So that's weird. And I text her. So maybe she'll drop down and come back up because she might have froze. I don't know. But I'm about to tell her to drop off and come back. Okay, she see my text now. Okay, let's see if this will work. Abby.
You hear me now?
Okay, I can hear you now because at first, when I talk, it was coming through your. I don't know how it was coming through your channel, and it was a huge echo. It was really weird, but I can hear you now. You were talking about the lady birth control.
Okay. So I done lost my train of thought. Is what it is. Is my AirPods keep switching back and forth between my iPad and my phone. So
That
shenanigans.
is true. Everybody does not want to take birth control, but if you don't want children, you either gonna be abstinent or you gonna take some birth control. Because that pull-out method and all that stuff you learn in middle school don't work.
Not in middle school, Jesus.
Or high school.
Oh God. Not you learning the pull-out method in middle school, God.
High school. Whatever school y'all started.
My God, on today.
Okay, let's go. He doesn't want to wear condoms. I don't care. They just want children. They need to be abstinent. What they call it, Abby, when you what do they call that? It start with a C.
See, Golden, where are you getting that from? Who said he didn't want to wear condoms?
It
That
seemed like
man
they
never
just
said.
needed something to argue about, to have a point, something to have, something to discuss.
Could be.
You remember old girlfriends with Lynn and that poet? They were something. What do they call that?
Oh, you want me to lie? I honestly don't remember him saying he didn't want to wear condoms. So I listen. If he say he said it, then okay. But I don't remember him saying that. I remember him.
Celibacy. Yes, they could be celibate. That's what they could do. Thank you, Seagull. I would have never thought of that word. We giving the most boring couple on the show too much time. I want to
Well,
get back to
they are boring. They all are boring. None of them are winning any
some of them
awards.
have some good talking points. Let's get to AD and how they were at the altar. And Clay was up in here cheesing in her face and they dapping it up. And she say, I do. And then he turned around and say, not right now. I thought that was
I
kind of
I want to know why he thought she told your ass if you didn't say I do at this altar, then I'm not playing this game with you. It's over. It
it's
ain't no we
over.
gonna continue today. It's a wrap. I don't think
Now
you understood.
a little bit of what they call it devil's advocacy. Do you think it's okay for people to come on this show and then get to the altar and say, we just want to continue to date, we're not ready for marriage, but we still love each other? Do you think that's okay, or should they follow the rules of the show?
They can do whatever they want. They grown. What you mean?
Well, I agree because I felt like if AD really loved him, I didn't see anything wrong with continuing to date. Like, why do we have to get married in 4 weeks? That's weird. I don't believe in the concept of this show anyway. But it's weird to get married in 4 weeks. So yeah, I really am feeling you. Let's continue to date. We don't have to say I do just because we on this TV show.
No, bro. It'd been one thing if you had took me to the side and said that, but you got me out here in this dress in front of God and all of my family to say no. Then no, we can't date no more. You just humiliated me on national TV. No, sir, it's over. I'm sorry, you broke us up. I'm so
But in
sorry.
a way, he did tell her in so many words. Like she is the type that where you got to be plain. Where I'm the type of person, when I get enough clues, I already understand what's going on. He already said, can we continue to date? We don't have to say I do at the altar. And then she told
She
him,
told
she
him
did
no.
right.
She told him no.
But to me,
So I don't.
that's a hint. He's not ready to get married in the next few days. Just because you give an ultimatum doesn't mean he's going to be ready. He was telling you he's not ready.
Okay, well then this is where we are. It's over.
It's over. I don't really like how this dress is ill fitting at the top, but her hair and makeup is gorgeous. I
Okay,
think
we're not gonna
AD,
talk about. We're not gonna talk about her hair because it's still not right. But okay,
it ain't all
Mm,
got a hump in it like before.
it's still not flattering. Not with all that forehead, no man. She needed a
I mean,
white
you
man. That's
can't
that.
the way you gotta
She
get
got
close.
she got that hard wig situation happening, and she need a white man who's gonna appreciate that because they said
Abby
that's how they catch the
review.
white men. That's how they catch the white men. They be wearing them
Abby
hard. They had
review.
them hard wig lines. What I did? What I
Abby,
did?
no, you did not say her wig line is set up to catch the white man.
It is. That's why Jimmy was going crazy.
I'd have heard it all. I ain't never heard that before. Her wig
Mhm.
is set up to catch the white man. I'm gonna use that. Whew. Anyway,
Hard wig, soft life. That's what it's called. They say that's what they say on the TikToks.
a rich white man, so you gotta go get your wig pushed 3 inches
Hmm.
back to catch your rich one.
Yep. Yeah.
Now, Abby, you know I didn't watch the episode, but I'm watching just so I can see these black people give black people faces. I'm here for all of this. Because this how I'd be looking in the audience too.
They was gonna jump him. But what I appreciate, and rightfully so, and what I appreciated was it was his mama. First of all, he had the nerve to fix his mouth to say he was a mama's boy. But every 30 seconds, he keep talking about how he was going on cheating trips with his daddy and never told his mama to this day. I'm sorry, excuse me?
You not no real mama's boy if you ain't got your mama's back and telling
Exactly
her all
correct.
the information she needs to know.
Exactly correct.
Especially your parents were married 20 something years when he was cheating. So how old were you going on these cheating vacations with your daddy?
I don't know. And he got that from his daddy.
Well, here go the parents. And Abby, you said this was the line of the night. He said, I met you, you know, tell him to meet somebody like his mom. Yeah, you met me, but you wasn't no good to me. I love
Exactly.
that this. I love they had this conversation. On Twitter, they said this is what a healed woman looks like. Someone who has
Exactly.
healed from the BS and no longer is victim to your charm or your little sayings. Ladies, y'all all need to get like this. You got to heal the
Cause she was
situation.
like, she definitely peeped his bullshit from jump. She was like, okay, this nigga talking crazy. Like she was like, nigga, you
It's,
forgot that I was there too in the marriage, and you just don't. Okay, so you trying to play the game for the TV? That
mm-hmm.
let me help you with some understanding, black man, because you talking some craziness right now. Yeah.
I will be going back just to watch AD's scene. I'm definitely fast forwarding everything else. But that's another one that bit the dust. So we're now what? 0 for 2? No, we 1 for 1 because we
We
started with
oh
only one.
yeah, because
Okay.
uh they're the only two couples that actually made it to the wedding day. Jimmy said, "Let me stop you right here, because here's what I'm not gonna do."
Okay, I don't have no picture of Jimmy, But Jimmy was dropping clues too. Now I know some people are on Jimmy's side, some people on Chelsea's side. I'm really not on either
Who's
one.
on Chelsea? Who's on Chelsea's side?
Well, a little bit. I felt some kind of way
Why?
about. I only felt some kind of way that you introduced me to these women as your friends, knowing you done had sex with them. And then when I say I'm not comfortable with it and I would like you to pull back from the friendship as your future wife, and you tell me, no, you could step, then my friends, I kind of felt some kind of way for Chelsea in that moment.
I didn't. First of all, he told you that so that you wouldn't be blindsided, so nobody can see, because they were operating in two different veins here, and Miss uh Chelsea likes to make up shit and just go with her own narrations of things. You could tell because she accused him of doing all manners of shit that he wasn't even doing. Shit
Yeah,
he wasn't even doing. Child, he
true.
was gone for 90 minutes and then you automatically assume he's with the girl that was his friend who he slept with. He wasn't even with that girl. That girl was at her house minding her business.
No, she assumed he was with Jessica, and he said Jessica wasn't nowhere over there. Like she does, she is
No,
insecure.
no. She accused him of Jessica and the friend.
Oh,
Of
okay. I mean, I felt a little bit when she explained. I was like, okay, I'm on your side a little bit, Chelsea, because
I was never on her
I might.
side because she's the Lulu and Looney. Mm-mm. Nope, no ma'am. We're not doing
Well,
that.
just
We like comedy. Nope,
on
not
that
on
one
that
little
point either. Absolutely not.
I
No
was
ma'am.
Chelsea,
Because
I was
that
like,
man, because that man took and told you. He told you up front. And I appreciate you let me know what it is so don't nobody run up on me. Should nobody be able to run up on me and tell me something about my man that you ain't already hit me to what it was from jump. And that's what he did, and she turned it on him. She took what
I
he told her in confidence so she would know what the deal is. So can't nobody run up on and be like, ooh, but your man was doing X, Y, and Z with her back in the day and whoop de whoop. And then you just sitting there looking like boo boo the fool. No, he was very upfront and told her this is what it was, this is what it is. We just friends, that. We used to be X, Y, and Z back in the day. We are no longer, and this just what it is. So you know what it is, because I'm not gonna lie to you, and I don't want you to be blindsided by a lie of omission from me not telling you what it is, so that somebody can come up to you and drive a wedge between us because they trying to be nasty and petty. But
understand that, but let me
but
you did.
here's my other thing. He knew he wasn't gonna marry her when she came from behind that thing and didn't look like Megan Fox.
He sure did. Sure did. It was a wrap from there. He was just trying to extend his 15 minutes of fame on the show, but he sure did know it.
That was funny to me, Jesus.
I don't want to give Chelsea too much because outside of that one little point, I agree with everything else. But I do have an issue with you being friends with people you had sex with in the past. Even though you told me, for you to still want to be running up in their face, being their little best friend,
I don't have that issue because I'm very good friends with some people that I have had that type of relationship with in the past. My son's father is one of my best friends.
yes, I can't say the same, but okay. I don't want to say too much because my son's sitting right over there. So
Yeah,
let's move
let's
on.
not. Let's move on. We just gonna move on. We just gonna move on. But like my son's father, there I got another friend. Like that's my nigga. Like even if we don't ever do anything ever again, that nigga down for me 10 toes down. Cause that's my nigga. That's the homie. And
Hmm.
it depends on how. And if I'm in a relationship, I only see. I have tunnel. Maybe it's a Scorpio me, but I have when I'm in a relationship, I have tunnel vision. Other men don't even hit my radar. I'm always
Mm.
the one talk about when I go out with my girlfriends when I was in a relationship, and they was talking like, "Ooh, he fine," and I'd be like, "Who?" La la la. I just be off in la la land because I don't never see no other nigga because I got mine. So what am I looking at other stuff for? It don't even hit my radar when I'm in a relationship. Ebony and single Ebony is two different things. Single Ebony can spot a fine nigga 30 paces off with the wind blowing 20 knots to the right. Relationship Ebony, that nigga could be literally talking in my face and I still won't see him.
That's a good
So it
thing.
just so that just depends on who you are as a person in the relationship. And I feel and Jimmy gives me that he's the type that he got tunnel vision. And even though he's friends with this person and they may have had that type of relationship, he's not the type to be throwing his stuff out all willy nilly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he could be faithful, but I don't trust him. I don't mm-mm. But they're
I didn't
saying
like
Chelsea,
Jimmy either.
it wasn't no good edit. So I'm assuming she gonna be spilling some more tea at the reunion. We'll figure that out next week.
Girl,
Let's
we
get
do
into
not
the.
care.
I care a little bit only because I'm nosy. I want to get into the strongest couple of the whole season.
Who was that? The cheerleaders holding them
That's
people up?
no the principal in his phone. He ain't never leave that phone side once he got it back.
First of all,
He
he said by the time they got to that conversation with the phone and stuff, he had already told that girl, if this ain't, mm-mm. First of all, they knew they wasn't the one for each other when they was on that island. You saw when they was on that boat
yeah
together and couldn't carry a
yeah.
conversation.
It was like that couple last season. They didn't have any chemistry in person.
Right. So let that man go on and be. Everybody tried to blame AD because she asked him one question about how you feel about having a black or white wife raising your black children, and now all of a sudden it's AD's fault that they broke up. That's no. People stupid.
I don't think it was AD's fault because he knew that was a white woman in the pods. They had discussed race in the pods, so he knew what he was getting into.
Right. But they want to blame AD for everything.
I don't
That
know, but
girl
I
over
thought
there.
this was that he married his phone. I thought they could at least try to work it out, but he's just seemed very, like y'all said, in Mexico, uninterested. Because some people was like, he ain't really want no white girl. He like black love. But if he loved black love, it was plenty of black women in them pods for him to get to know. And I'm still upset the only black woman we saw on the show was AD. It was plenty of black women in them pods if he really wanted black love. But I ain't really got too
Dang.
much to say about them. I think they was out of there after one episode. We ain't see no more of them. Who's next? I done forgot. Who haven't we talked about? Oh,
I'm there.
now
Which
I thought
one?
his name was Jimmy. I don't know these people's names.
His name is Jeremy. Because it's spelled weird.
Well, who ain't? I thought Jeremy was the one with Amy.
No, his name is Johnny.
Lord have
Johnny
mercy.
Johnny and Amy, Clay and AD, Laura and Germ Amy, and then uh the principal and the
The
Christian
principal in the
girl.
team. Yes. Well, Amy, he really wanted to propose to Suan. And
Sarah
that's who he
Ann.
should propose. Lord, I don't know nobody name this season. That's how boring this season was. Sarah Ann. This man came home at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was with his mama. You better be happy you ain't come home to me at 6.
Miss
And
Inga. Hold on, we gonna get there. Miss Inga, ain't no fat people on this show. Cause they talk about Love is Blind. Ain't no fat people on this show. The one girl that they said was plus size, she wasn't. She was just tall and she had a little
yeah,
shape to her. That's
she was
it. She
tall.
ain't had no She was
That
sick.
was
She
it.
wasn't. That was it. And she is pregnant currently. Her and
Yes.
her husband are pregnant. I
Another
can't
Love
think
is
of their
Blind
name.
baby.
Yeah.
Brennan. I can't
Brennan
remember her
and
name at all.
yeah. I don't know her name, but I know Brennan and Tessa? No.
I don't
That ain't
know.
right.
But
Yeah.
congratulations to the second Love is Blind baby out there. Inga said they're both terrible. I was never a Laura fan either, but he kind of snuck up and did her all the way wrong. Because as soon as they broke up, he was out on the jet skis with Sarah Ann, all in Sarah Ann face, or Sue Ann, whatever her name is.
Her name is
And
Sarah Ann. Her name
Sarah
is Whore.
Ann. Okay. Okay, we
Her
can
name
go
is
with that. I can that. He was all
first.
in the horse face.
Mm-hmm.
Laura is better than me because I would have went over there and said something. I could not
I
have sat back at a party and let them play in my face like that. I
listen.
would
I
have
would have
gave
socked that
Netflix
broad
no.
in it. It'd have been the Love Is Blind brawl because I'd have socked that bitch right in her face, and I would have whooped his ass too. Because y'all not gonna play on my top or my time, and y'all playing in my face. Talk about first of all, nigga, your mama don't believe you. You told your mama that lame ass story, and your mama was like, "You lucky
Right.
it wasn't me that you came home to, because I'd have shot this joint up." I said, "Oh, okay.
It ain't that much damn talking in the world.
Listen,
Mm-mm,
and ain't, and ain't, and ain't."
mm-mm. Cause see, Love would have been a black eye over there messing up at that picnic with me. Netflix, you sit that lady over there to that picnic. Oh, I'm about to give y'all a show. Laura, you are a really good one.
She
A
is.
really good one, especially when they got on them jet skis. Oh,
Wouldn't have been no jet
mm-mm.
skis. You niggas would have been dead, 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 dead. Cause who you playing with?
Now AD got it together a
First of
little bit.
all, old
I
boy would have
read.
came to the cookout with a black eye. Cause when he'd have came home at 5 o'clock in the morning talking to Yang Yang, talking to me like I'm dumb, like I didn't have his location and knew he was at that girl's
Right.
house all night. It would no. It would have been a brawl at the apartment.
How dumb are you? You know the lady have your location and you talking about you stayed at the thing, and then you talk about I seen you in her neighborhood. Oh yeah, I dropped her off. Like, sir, you knew she had your location. What you lying for?
Right.
But anyway, AD got it together because she was trying to throw a little bit of soft ones over the AD's way, and AD was like, ma'am, I read the messages. I know what you
Right.
said.
She was like, what I said was, baby, I saw the messages. I know what you said. I said, oh, well, Sarah Ann,
Do
pick up
you
your
think
face, daughter. And
I
that's I
already
would
know
have
what
been,
you said?
because I would have cussed slam out. It wouldn't have been. Listen, if Laura wouldn't have whooped her ass that day, I would have, because I'm that type of friend.
Oh no, not
Li-
get it for your friend.
Listen, sure am. My friend too
Well,
classy to cut up here in this white people establishment, but I am not. She already got my bail money. Boo 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 boo.
well, um, Sue Ann, you better be happy. Laura isn't one of Abby's friends because y'all all out there in Charlotte together. So you
And
better be
no,
happy.
and don't let me run into you at the Kroger, bitch. Please.
Did we go through all the couples?
I think so. I think that's all it was. I think that's it.
Now on the show, one couple got married, one couple got left at the altar, and three people didn't even make it to the altar. Was this a
Hmm.
successful season? Were you entertained
No,
at least?
no,
No to both.
no.
It was not successful, and you were not entertained.
I was only entertained when Amy was getting people together, because she was, when I say she was the truth teller of the season, because she wasn't
It's
letting
only
nobody
she can
get.
get her own shit together. Like she got everybody else together but herself.
No, she didn't need to get herself together. What she was doing, what she was supposed to do. She was the whole uh trying to get through the whole process and finish the process the way it was supposed to be finished. She just picked the wrong nigga.
I
First
felt
she
like
had
she
that.
wasn't
First she
taking the
had the
hit.
toxic. First she had toxic Superman who said he was leaving to go after Amber, and I still want us to check on Amber and make sure she not in Superman's basement somewhere and nobody can't get to her because
Oh, okay. I
he
had to
gives
put on
me
my memory. Yes.
he
Please
gives
check on
me
Amber.
Joe. Somebody check on
Yes.
Amber and make sure she all right.
Do what they call a good wellness check over there.
A wellness check.
Yeah. Yes.
Listen,
Tina
no the
enjoyed it. I
Tina
did
B.
not do a lot of fast forward. I did not. And I
Listen.
usually fast forward a lot.
Okay, skip me to the ultimatum. Where the ultimatum at?
Please put the
Cause you know,
ultimatum back on with queer
cause you know
people
I
because
hate
the
that
queer
show.
people have the best one.
The queer people on the ultimatum be out of control.
Put them back up there. They entertain me. I will agree with that. I will agree with that. Now, Abby,
I
I know
like
you probably know.
the what happened?
I didn't like the straight people, especially that one couple who got pregnant out of nowhere.
I did. I liked how she went the fuck off in that parking lot and made him leave. She was like, this is this, but this comes from knowing who you are as a person and knowing your limits. You have to know who you are and how you operate in relationships in order to know whether or not you can deal with these particular set of circumstances. Because you volunteer for this shit. And so you got to know who you are inside and out. Otherwise, it is not going to work. Otherwise, you're going to be cussing your spouse out in the parking lot and ready to throw bows with this nigga because he smiled at the next bitch when that's the whole point of going on
Oh,
this damn show in the
show.
first place.
Yes, yes. It's the
Because
whole point.
Sister Girl was hot, and I am not mad because that's who I am as a person. No, I can't. I don't care how many niggas is smiling up in my face as I'm trying to entertain for this show. If I catch even a whiff of my significant other grinning up in another bitch's face, even if that's the entire purpose of us being here, I'm gonna flip that whole motherfucking restaurant over because who you playing with? So I can't go on these type of shows. I'm not a share my nigga kind of bitch. I'm just not. That's not who I am. That's not who I'm ever going to be. So there, I can't. I'm never gonna give no nigga no ultimatum and say put him on a show where those are the circumstances. Cause y'all gonna get that nigga killed fooling with me.
I was wondering where you was going with that because I'm like, Abby, but that's the premise of the show. But then you followed it up with that's why I would never go on the show. So that makes
That
sense.
I can't. Yeah, I can't go on. That's why I can't do like Ready to Love, where everybody is dating each other and cutting the food and all of that stuff. That's why I can't. I could possibly do Love Is Blind. Mm, mm,
They
I
date
don't
each
know.
other
It
three
would have to
times.
be. It would have to be the Love Is Blind old and fat edition because I'm not talking to you, little girl. Because first of all, every man on that Love Is Blind edition would have to have a preference for big girls. Otherwise, there's no point in us even being on the show. Secondly, I need somebody in my same age range because them younger men are just now starting their lives and they want to have children and all that other good shit. And I'm at the point in my life, I got grandbabies. I'm ready to travel into different countries and have sex on balconies at hotels in different states where people don't know me with my man. That is my life's goal is to travel and be nasty with my spouse in different countries. That is my goal in life at this juncture at that big age. So
Do
I
you think it's
like
not politically correct? Like, if say Netflix came up with a Love Is Blind plus size edition, do you think
mhm.
there would be like a outrage if they did that?
No. Mm-mm. But everybody can't be big. Your preference just has to be a big person. It doesn't mean that like all the men have to be plus size men who want to date plus size women. I want some regular men, size men who plus size women are their preference. I want some regular women who plus size men are their preference. It's just that everybody's preference has to be like their first choice is somebody who is plus size.
So it won't be any confusion when the doors open.
Exactly. Now,
I
if
can see that.
two skinny people find each other on the Love Is Blind plus size edition, now that might cause a problem. But
That's gonna be an issue.
exactly,
Or they're gonna get to eating together and putting some weight
could
on.
be because some men are feeders, and they like to they don't want you to lose any weight. They keep feeding you so that you gain more and more weight. I've had a couple of men like that in my life, and I can't. That's a
I
fetish.
ain't never heard of that.
Hmm. They're
Well,
called
I have
feeders. Ooh,
off Love is Blind questions for you that I've seen on the internet
okay.
streets, and I want your opinion. Are you ready? It's only two.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
It'll be quick. The first one,
Okay.
let me get to it. Lord have mercy, my slides all messed up. Lord, I ain't mean for it to be on this child. The first one. This is pretty much a story where the woman, this the Cliff Notes. The sister-in-law husband died. So when
Mhm.
Valentine's Day rolled around, this
Mhm.
other lady's husband got her sister-in-law or their sister-in-law a Valentine's Day gift because her husband just died. Now the
Mhm.
wife didn't have a problem with that until she realized that the husband bought them the exact same gift. I don't know what the gift is, but it was the same. Would you be upset in that scenario?
It depends on what the gift was. Like if he just bought
Like
some
if it was
generic
a
cards
Rolex
and some
watch?
right. If he bought me a Tiffany and Co necklace and then I turn around and she got a Tiffany and Co necklace, then that's going to be a problem for me. If he got some generic candy and some flowers from Target, no, I don't care. But if he
Because I
got,
thought it was
you know what
really
I'm
nice that
saying?
he talked about his sister-in-law, you know,
I think it's
especially her
nice
husband
too,
is
and
not.
I wouldn't have an issue with him getting her something, and he could even get her the same thing he got me if it's if it was some like I said something generic, like you got her some Target roses and a little
Under
gift card, right? It ain't, I'm saying just the that we're thinking about you, we love you. On Valentine's Day, we don't want you. We know this is the first Valentine's Day without your husband who have would have to be a sibling of mine if she's my in-law. You know, we just want
mm,
to make sure that you know that you're loved and we're thinking about you on this particular this holiday because I know it has to be hard being it's the first holiday without your husband. Now, if my nigga bought me a Rolex and he bought this girl a Rolex, that is a problem. No, sir. Now you could have
they're saying
bought me a
it,
Rolex and you bought her a Timex. I don't have a problem with that.
they're saying it's his brother's wife. So it's not her sister, it's his brother. His brother passed away and it's his brother's wife.
I don't have a again. I don't and still I don't have a problem with him getting her a gift. Uh, and I don't have even and like I said, if it was something generic, candy, roses, a teddy bear, fine. And he got me the same thing, fine. But if he bought me a Rolex, he better for sure have bought her a Timex. Cause
$50 or less for the grieving sister-in-laws. That's gonna be the
and
rule.
well, no, that's not the. It's not a monetary. Like, oh, you spent. I don't care. Listen, if you got Rolex money to buy me a Rolex watch, you got Rolex money to buy two Rolex watches. Let me be very clear, sir. You better have bought me a Rolex and something else. If you also got her a Rolex, is what I'm saying. My gift, there better be a bump of, there needs to be a differentiation between what you got her and what you got me. When if it's a big ticket item, if you got me a iPad and a stylus pen and the keyboard and a MacBook, you could have got her an Apple Watch, and I wouldn't be mad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
but
need
let's play devil's advocate. Some men are very simple when it comes to gifts. So maybe he wanted to do something nice and he ain't know, so he just I'm get to everything. Some men are
and
very
I
simple when
can
it comes to
absolutely, I can absolutely see that. But that would be the one and only time he would get away with it because we would have a conversation about it, so he knows not
oh Lord, Abby fell off. Oh, there she go.
into the next time around. Because I'm not doing that a second time. Nope.
Okay, I have one last one and then we'll be good right before the hour mark, ready to go. We're not going to
Okay.
discuss Trishelle. I saw this and I see both sides of this story. I do feel like she was ungrateful, but I got an opinion. So this is recent. This is an Atlanta hairstylist, and a man asked her on a date. They went to a basketball game. As you can see on the
Mm-hmm.
picture on the right, they were very high up in the stadium. She was
Mm-hmm.
offended. She was so high up, and she left his ass at the basketball stadium. And everybody on the internet is dragging her for being ungrateful. What you
Yes.
think of
You
she
are
ungrateful?
ungrateful. Absolutely. Because bitch, you got money for tickets? Was you gonna be at the game regardless if he bought tickets or not? No, then shut up and sit in the fucking seats that he can afford to get you right now. And if you act right and y'all in a relationship long enough, you can get floor seats a couple of years in, bitch. People kill me.
Did
That's
she
like
want
the
floor
same little
seats or did
raggedy.
she just need to be closer?
I don't I don't care if she needed courtside. I don't need to care if she needed midway. She's not paying for anything. So therefore, be grateful that the man wanted to take you to a damn game and think outside of the box for a damn date, bitch. That's just like the ungrateful bitch. The man said, "Here, let me send you a couple dollars for lunch," and was upset that man sent $30. She thought she was going to Outback to get an appetizer, a big ass steak, a dessert, and everything else. No, bitch. He just wanted to
What?
feed you.
$30 get you lunch for the week.
That's what I'm saying, friend. She was mad because he sent her $30. She like, what I'm supposed to do with that? Well, bitch, send it back then. Give that
I
man his
mean,
money
that's right.
back.
Please send it to me because I could use free lunch for the week. I don't mind.
Yeah, me neither.
But to play devil's advocate,
Ain't no
just a
devil's
little.
advocate. Ain't
No,
none.
let me just play it a little bit. When I look
Okay.
at the picture, there are plenty of open seats, and he could have went on that little seat finder app and got some cheaper seats closer because there's plenty of open
You
seats.
you don't know that those seats were cheaper?
I mean, we don't know, but you could have looked and we could have looked and
Absolutely
seen.
not. You got what you got and go and enjoy. And the whole point of the date is to enjoy each other's company. Nobody is really checking for that damn game. You're supposed to be into the man that you with for y'all to have conversation and get to know each other. So damn where them seats is at. Oh, ungrateful ass heifer. Don't nobody got time for that. Nobody has time for that.
Well, I would have been like, oh, let's pull out the app and see if we could sit down there. Or I would have tried to sneak
For
down there
what? For what?
because I do like to sit close.
I don't. It don't make me no never mind. It don't make me
But
not near never mind.
that's all I've seen in the social media streets so far. We will be back next Wednesday. Wait, next Wednesday is the reunion. I'm assuming we could
Don't
probably watch the reunion and talk about it in the same day.
probably. Even though
Okay,
you
so
ain't watched the episode,
you ain't have to tell everybody that. I'm gonna go back and watch it tonight because I do want to see the mama and daddy conversation. But
yes,
next
go
week
back
we'll
and
talk
watch
about
it.
the reunion. I hope it's juicy. It probably won't be with Nick and Lachey, but not Nick and Lachey, but whatever his wife name is. It probably won't be too
Nuisance.
juicy with
Her name is Nuisance. That's her
her.
name. Her name is Nuisance.
And then we'll be on a little break, but the black people at the summer house will be back at the end of the month, and we'll be right back to our Wednesday reviews. and see what the black people over there in the summer house doing.
Lord, nothing. Probably.
And it's
Hope
confirmed Milo will be back.
who?
Will he
The
be
dog?
allowed in the will he be allowed on the furniture? Will there be a fight if his clothes are washed with the towels? I can't wait because I really like Milo.
First of all, the fact that the dog is the best cast member is really just ridiculous. The fact that we stand for Milo the dog and none of the other cast members is funny to me.
Well, I like the moon rock lady, but you was like,
No. Mm-mm.
uh-uh.
Mm-mm.
But I
The
kind of
Lord told
liked
me
her.
no. I don't know why.
I understand the Lord saying no, but I wasn't gonna pray to the moon. I just thought she was still a vibe. I ain't have to pray to the moon though.
Mm-mm.
But we'll
She is.
see. We got to do.
She not a vibe I want to catch. Mm-mm.
And I
No,
still
thank
don't
you.
believe old boy got a girlfriend. I don't care how many times the cast say it.
Oh, the Nuke. You don't believe the Nuke?
Yeah, because
He
they still the
could.
whole trailer was about him having a girlfriend, but still making googly eyes at all the other women. And I'm like,
Well,
either
man, he's a
don't
whore,
care,
so they tell him
girlfriend
to do
don't care,
that.
or he lying. But it's whatever. I can't wait to see. It look like they're gonna be a little extra messy this season. And the husband, the overbearing husband, won't be there. So it might be a little more enjoyable.
Right now that they don't have to listen to him dogpiling his wife every night, and her being
Ooh, oh,
loud about it.
oh, I know they was upset having to hear that banging and moaning. Like, please, please.
Right, and y'all the only ones in the house that having sex, and then got a nerve to be loud about it, and then got mad when that girl's boyfriend came. Girl,
Right. You got mad when the other girl just wanted to get her little piece from her man.
and
Like
y'all
we
was
want
mad until he bought y'all them watches. They
right, but
was
then
mad
you
until he got them, and he was like, he can stay all day if he wanna.
right, he could
He can
stay.
stay all day.
So materialistic. You could tell these ain't the rich people at the summer house because rich people wouldn't have gave a damn about no watch. They could buy their own watch.
Right.
But whatever. But I'll let you go, Abby. I hope your grandson feels better. Um I hope the reunion is entertaining. I hope we have an exciting weekend. And we'll see you all next Wednesday. Anything else,
Yeah.
Abby?
No. Watch your niggas. That's it. That's all I got. Watch your niggas. Cause they out here tripping. It's CIAA weekend was this last weekend. They out here doing the most.
They are doing the most. But with that, we'll see y'all later. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll holler at y'all later.
We'll
Bye.
see. Bye, y'all.
Lord.